Hi, my name's Cameron Carlson with AnimeLocation.tv. I'm here at Colossal 2017 with Mr. Dante Basco. How you doing?
Very good.
Alrighty, so how did you get started in the world of entertainment?
Man, my whole life in entertainment started as a breakdancer in the 80s. Me and my brothers in a group called the Street Freaks and became a popular group in the Bay Area in San Francisco. So I started as a dancer.
Well, that leads right into the next question. So, as you were talking about being a dancer in the 80s, how was it like being involved in the Bay Area? I'm from the Bay Area myself. I was born in 87, so may have missed your street performing, but how was it like being involved in there and that community and doing all that stuff? I mean, there was some great stuff in your bio about performing in front of some big crowds.
Oh, yeah, you didn't miss us. I left in 85.
Okay.
So just missed you. But, we were real Bay Area boys. We danced on the Pier 39 or Telegraph Avenue in Berkeley on the street, just with the hat out. But then also we're fortunate to get picked up to dance for the San Francisco 49ers, the Oakland A's, the Oakland Invaders, the old AFL team, USFL team back in the day. Also, we got picked up by the San Francisco Ballet Company, and we studied ballet with San Francisco Ballet and did the Nutcracker. So we were bona fide Bay Area boys,
Yeah, I was born in Walnut Creek and for a couple of years was in San Ramon, and then my father lives in Redwood Shores. So
I know Walnut Creek well. I mean, I'm from Pittsburgh, so it's right there. That's where I'm from.
Alrighty, cool, man. So you're best known for being Rufio in Hook. What was it like to work alongside Mr. Robin Williams and the rest of the great cast that was part of that film?
Wow, man, it's just a legendary cast when you go back and look at it. But Robin in particular, I always tell people he's like your favorite uncle, your great uncle, and he's also, he's really in a lot of ways he's like the genie in Aladdin, just magical in that way.
I going back to him, he was just so wonderful in that entire film, and you as well. I mean, I enjoyed it. I was a kid when I watched it. I was about maybe 4 or 5 years old, maybe 6 actually, and my mom had no problem me watching it. And I always enjoyed you coming in on the skateboard and the food fight and all that stuff. So
and Robin's a great Bay Area boy too.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, San Francisco guy. So that's cool.
I love how we're all part of the West Coast. So going into more your voice acting roles, you also work with the voice of Prince Zuko in Avatar: The Last Airbender. How was it like working on the project knowing that your evil sister was voiced by Grey Griffin, known as Grey Delisle, and her role is Daphne in Scooby-Doo, and she also was your King Father, voiced by the legendary Mark Hamill. So what was it like having just a great, super well-talented family of evil and good people all rolled into one, and you got to be the good guy?
It's great. I mean, I love stumbling into my voice acting part of my career and being a part of this kind of family of voice actors. It's really a small niche in Hollywood, and especially the great ones. I mean, Grey Delisle, Mark Hamill, D. Bradley Baker. The cast, I was just Mae Whitman. You're talking about some of the greats, and I've had the pleasure to work with them, and also including Kevin Michael Richardson and Jess Harnell and Steve Bloom, and you're like, oh God, it's it's really, you're just humbled when you work with these kind of folk, and I'm just in awe half the time when I work with them, really, because I'm an actor, and I just act. I do I try to do a truthful performance, whether it's a camera in the room or a microphone. But when you're in the room with voice actors that are really voices of 1,000, characters, you're looking at them and they're doing so many amazing things. I'm just thankful that they let me join the party.
Yeah, we've also talked to Richard Epcar, who is part of it as well.
No, Richard also amazing. I mean, again, every voice actor, I just love them all. I sit in awe in the booth until it's time for me to say my lines incorrectly most of the time. Dante, can you go back and do it again? Yeah, I'm sorry. Let me go.
Alrighty, so you occasionally get involved with the cast of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. What was it like to work with them when you were doing your stuff?
Oh yeah, man, that's back in the day. I'm like a 90s. I'm like a 90s kid. I grew up in the 90s. The 90s nostalgia is back, and I'm one of those. I mean, whether it be Rufio or just kind of me being around the 90s scene, a lot of people grew up with me. And working with Will Smith in his heyday, amazing. Will Smith became this really. He was a big star when he did Fresh Prince, but then he became a bigger star. But he's still one of those cool ass dudes. I mean, I remember I ran into him at a premiere one time. He stopped, came down the red carpet, and gave me a hug, said what's up. Matter of fact, one time I was walking down Melrose Avenue in LA, and he pulls up in his Range Rover. Yo, D, you good? What's up, man? I'm like, And it's like we don't gotta do that, but he's just cool like that.
Yeah.
So shout out to Will Smith, yo, Big Willie style, shout out.
Awesome. That's actually really cool to hear that he's still like really personal and like really happy to be around. So it says in your bio that you also love to do poetry at a few places in Los Angeles. What drew you to learn how to do poetry and spoken word and then express it to others?
I started a poetry venue in my living room over 20 years ago, DPO, the Poetry Lounge, and it's one of those crazy things that happened that just it grew out of my living room into the cafes, into now theater. And now it's become the largest open mic venue in the country.
Yeah.
And me and my clique just been around as we're seen as now our generation is the group that's heralded as that brought poetry back to Los Angeles. Whether that's true or not, we have a lot of respect for all the generations that came before us, whether the Watts Prophets or the World Stage in LA. But when the spoken word thing started happening, we kind of helped usher that in the 90s again.
Yeah.
So I still tour around the country doing poetry, and some of my friends are some of the most critically acclaimed poets in the country. So it's pretty amazing. But it's important, I think. I love acting, and that's what I do best, as well as write and produce now, film and television. But the poetry part is kind of what got me into writing and gave me a channel to kind of like digest my life and digest the journey, Yeah.
Give you a place to express yourself and to give it to others so that they can go along with your journey and understand some of the struggles that go with being, you guys.
Totally, exactly.
A lot of people don't understand that lifestyle, and it's nice to hear it from that type of person.
Yeah, we don't understand it either. That's why we got to write the poetry.
Alrighty, so you have continued to involve as an entertainer. What skills would you suggest to someone who would like to take up and get involved in the world of entertainment? We talk to a lot of actors, and they say, go to school, get a BFA, and that type of stuff. But you kind of were like you said, you kind of like follow this odd pattern. So what would you suggest of like your odd pattern would be like something to pick up that maybe somebody would not normally want to pick up?
I always tell young artists, whether I talk to them in the streets or at art schools or drama schools or colleges, it's just you got to realize the lifestyle of an artist is a lifestyle. It's more of a lifestyle and less of a job. You're going to be working ultimately. You got to find a way to make money, but the lifestyle of an artist, you got to realize that things that we value may not be valued by others closest to us, whether they be parents or siblings or best friends. We live a different lifestyle. It's actually like leaving the regular world and join the circus, really. And once you know that, and we all know that we're in the circus together, it's really a good feeling. But at the same time, you're gonna have to know that some days you may be on top of the elephant doing somersaults, and some days you may be shoveling the elephant dung, as it were. But we're all in it together ultimately, and everyone's gonna get their shot to shine. So, come join the circus.
Alrighty, now another question for you. Is there any projects or things that you want to get out to your fans that are currently available? We know that NDAs are a bit of a problem.
I'm trying to think. I'm doing a show right now for Hasbro. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say about that, but that'll be coming out soon. I'm very excited about that. A lot of people that follow me online know that we kickstarted a short film about the origin story of Rufio, which went viral, and it's really exciting. Directed by Jonah Feingold, written and directed by Jonah Feingold. Sharon's in the background over there. But look for that, the Bangarang Project, coming out this summer. And just a lot of stuff going on in LA. I have a company called Kinetic Films, and we're doing Asian American Pacific Islander films out of Honolulu, Hawaii. But the two films we have coming up is one with AJ Raphael called Red Roses, a YouTube star, and there's a film with me and Tim Delgado that we're putting together that's going to shoot in the Philippines. So
yeah,
we're just, it's just the hustle and bustle of Hollywood.
Yeah, I follow Tim from time to time on YouTube, especially through YouTubers React, so it's really fun.
Yeah, no, Tim's a great guy.
He is. So the other question I have for you is, how can we follow you online? And what message would you like to get out to all your wonderful fans that have kept up with you since your debut as Rufio in the 90s?
Well, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Dante Basco, and I have an official Facebook page too on Facebook. I don't really know the name of it. You find it, you'll see me. But I'm there all the time. And then Tumblr is Rufio Zuko, which I'm always active on Tumblr. And as far as a message to the fans out there, just thank you. It's been like 30 plus years, and for everybody that grew up with me, and I've had the pleasure to be around your guys' life growing up. I appreciate you guys forever supporting me and my creativity. I think all us artists need that, and it's just been a pleasure to go around these cons and all the people that I've been engaged with online over the last few years to kind of meet you guys in person. So thank you guys so much. Shout out, Bangarang, honor, all that.
Thanks so much, Dante. This has been wonderful, my friend. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.